Recently I've returned from a 2-week trip to China, and I must say it really surprised me. I went from Beijing to Hong Kong, and there's some really amazing places there, like this town with a waterfall built around it, like Furong, and there was the Avatar Mountains, which are really stunning to see as well. There's a lot of beautiful things I didn't expect to see there, or I had seen them in the videos, but I wasn't expecting them to be that good. And one of the things that I notice when I do these like long travels, when I go to somewhere far away for a long time, in this case 2 weeks, and I reset from my environment, I stop working, I don't do any of these things, and then I come back, I'm able to look at things completely different. That's why I believe traveling is so important, is because you come back into your environment, you're like, what the hell am I doing here? You start questioning everything. I have all the habits that you had before become refreshed. You are able to reset them. You are able to think them through. You are able to think, does this make sense for me to do? What do I actually want? Do I want to be here? Do I want to be here in this space? Does the work that I'm doing make sense? Do I want to do something else? What do I need to focus on? What are my next goals? Like instantly, everything that you were thinking before, all the ideas, all the way that your mind was stuck, you have an opportunity for a full reset. And on that reset you can start to have new thoughts, and with these new thoughts it comes like new ideas, and you can start to rethink your life. And for me, I believe this is like really important, because I feel like when we are too long in a place for months and months, we start to get into certain addictions, certain habits that might not be beneficial, and our minds are limited. They are limited to a certain way of thinking, to a certain way of acting. And only when we get out of this environment for enough time can we come back to this environment and be like, all right, this thing I want to keep, this thing I want to change, these things I want to fix. And you are able to have a whole view of your life as you didn't have before. And I believe, for me, this is what allows me to make changes in my life, to actually come back, and things that used to be hard, like getting into a routine to wake up early, things that were not as easy to do, suddenly become easy. Suddenly everything that was starting to get hard, to get into the habit of working at a certain project, a certain time, things that used to be hard become easy. And that's why I believe it's really important to have like these opportunities to just reset, these opportunities to completely get out of your place or your comfort zone, see completely different things, and then come back and look at your life and be like, what do I really want? What do I really want right now? Because you come out of it satisfied. You are satisfied. You were in a routine where it was very active, very rewarding. You were seeing things constantly, and then you can come back, and you come back to this place where you're more calm, you're more slow, you are stuck in these loops of habits and thoughts and things like that. But before you get addicted again, you have this small window where you can act, where you can see, all right, maybe these are the things that I want now. Maybe these are the things that I should focus on now. Maybe these are the things that make sense. Maybe these things that I used to do don't make sense for the things that I want in my life. And I believe this is really important. I'm not used to doing really long videos like this, especially outside. Something I want to practice myself to do it, but I must be honest, it's hard to fill in 10 minutes of talking or at least not to get stuck on loops of thoughts when you're doing these videos like this. But I'm next to this beautiful place, this beautiful lake, beautiful beach. This is where I live in, and one of the things that I question myself is, why am I living here? Like, it's a very comfortable place. Like, I have everything that I need here. I have like a house where I can be comfortable in. I have this beautiful beach next to me. I work remotely, so I can at lunchtime go a little bit to the beach. I can do all these type of things, but I still question myself, what am I doing here? Shouldn't I be in an environment where I'm pushed more, where I'm more outside of my comfort zone, where I have other people doing amazing things and I'm like confronted with other people doing these things that like really push me, really stretch me, to go to a place where I'm less comfortable, where I need to grow, where I need to become something else. These are the things that I notice, because you can be in like the perfect place, the perfect paradise, because in some way it is. In some way, like, we always want more, but what's paradise? Living in a place like near the beach, you have it. You work from home, so you don't have the stress of the work. You can go to gym, you can do all these things. You have time for your hobbies, you have time for your things, and then you're still like, oh, but is it enough? Is it enough to be here? Like, from what I believe is that you always want more. It'll never be completely enough. You'll never feel like you have reached that point where it's like, yeah, I've done it, it's enough, I've reached it. You always want something more. And I'll say, like, this environment is amazing for me, I love it, but sometimes I need to leave. I need to go 1 month to some city just to like reset, just to be in a more chaotic environment, because here I don't have the opportunity to meet as much people, to network, to go to events, to do all these things. So although it's kind of paradise, it's this paradise, it's also, it doesn't give me an opportunity to grow, and I believe that's also important. So for me, I want to be in an environment where I'm also challenged, where I can meet new people, where I can network, where I can get into new types of ideas, meet people with different type of mindsets, things that will challenge me, will make me question what I do, my actions, my behaviors, things that will make me grow somehow. And that's why I believe I have this current idea of like creating a second base. Like, this can be my main base, but instead of like going 1 month to this place and to that place and to try these new cities, I'm thinking, no, I need a second base. I need a second base, somewhere where I can live in, to create a separation from this place. Like, this is my relaxation place, this is my paradise, this is the place where I can be relaxed, where I can live relaxed, where I can be comfortable. But I also need a place where I can be like, right, here I can meet new people, I can be challenged, I can go to parties, I believe life is about yin and yang, it's about having a bit of everything. So I believe I want a second base. Instead of going to all these cities, I'm gonna pick one, and that's gonna be my second base, where I'm gonna spend at least 3 months in. That's something that I believe will add massively to my life. I think it's important. I think if I can do it, then sure. And I'm able to keep meeting people from this place, instead of like always trying a new city, always trying new places, always having to create new social circles, always having to do all these tips. I can just have a new base. And I'm realizing a lot of the things that I've been doing, like doing these videos, starting these challenges, they have made me grow, because I put myself in environments and things that pushed myself and made me do these type of things. But for me to get to the next step, I need to to be uncomfortable on a daily basis, and that's not gonna occur if it's just me pushing myself. No, I need to be around certain environments, that certain different things, certain environments, certain people that can also push myself. It's not enough for me to push myself, because I need to be pressured. I need to be pushed if I want to grow to new levels. Like I'm always trying to improve. I'm always trying to become better and to keep my habits and things like that. But the truth is, if you're just yourself, if you're doing these things for yourself, just you'll never grow as much as if you had like other people around you, other people pushing you. If you saw on a constant basis people doing greater things than you, people doing things that are not usual in your normal social circle, I believe those things are really important. And when we get to witness those type of things, they make us grow. They make us grow because we see what's possible, and that challenges into a new mindset that makes us grow even more. But yeah, I was able to make it to my 12 minutes, to 12 minutes. And this is where I'm gonna keep this video. This is a raw video where I just started speaking out of nowhere, because to be honest, I just finished like recently in China, because I was doing like a 90-day challenge of me speaking on camera for Instagram, and I did it for 90 days. And one thing that it allowed me to do was to completely destroy my ego, because I had an ego around these type of things, like, oh, what are people gonna think, how am I gonna be perceived, and everyone has to some extent. Like, we never, and I also like was protecting my Instagram image. I wanted to be perceived in a certain way, I want to be looked in a certain way, and by doing these videos I kind of destroyed that image. But that was really important to me, and it allowed me to expand myself and to grow. And I believe like everything that we do that goes against us in a certain way, that we really don't want to do it, it's really like uncomfortable to us. When you do these type of things and we keep on doing them, we level up. And I believe it's about expanding ourselves, being able to do so many things that it just makes us stand out, because nobody else is able to go through these things. People like look at videos on internet and they judge it and they say, oh, it's this, it's that, oh, that person did that, but they couldn't like grab their camera and do a video. They can't. Most people cannot. Most people don't have that confidence. So yeah, I believe it's an important habit, and I'll try to do these YouTube videos more and more, and this is one of them, and I'll try to keep improving on them and keep doing it better and better and better. Peace out.